Later, and I'm back to do another review, this time of the Galaxy S5. I hope you liked the Galaxy S4 review I did. So this is just going to be a brief review, just in case some of those are, if you're thinking about getting this phone, if you still have the S4, is it worth the upgrade, if you have the Note 3, whatever the case may be. So here it is, Galaxy S5. I have the white model this time. So the back is a little different. It's a little bit more, got a grip, like a grippy feel to it, which is a better feel actually than the one last year. The S4 has a little bit more of a slick back. This has a little bit better of a grip, even though I'm probably still put a case on it, but right now I'm good. So the screen is a little bit bigger, not by much, it's a little bit bigger. But one of the main things here, of course, is the fingerprint scanner. You cannot see it on the home button at all. Does not look like there's one on there, but there is. First thing you do, you got the boom, recognized. That was pretty quick, pretty easy, seamless. Very smooth, again, quad-core processor, just like the S4. It's not a whole lot of difference feature-wise, but there are some pretty major ones. The fingerprint scanner is definitely one of the major ones for security purposes anyway. Somebody steals your phone, you lose it, whatever the case may be. You don't want your girl or your man or your husband or whoever get into your phone. You know, they won't be able to do it with your fingerprint. So another thing is, let's see, the camera. The camera has most of the same features as the S4, not much different. You know, the beauty phase, shot and more, the burst mode and everything, panorama, dual camera, virtual tour, which is a little neat. You can kind of hit this and create your virtual tour of your surroundings. Looks like you're actually walking through it. Haven't tried that one yet, but it looks pretty interesting. Everything else, though, you have pretty much seen. So let's see here. Let me go back. With the camera anyway, of course, it's been upgraded to a 16 megapixel camera, whereas the S4 had the 13 megapixel camera. So a little bit sharper images there. Also, if you go here into settings, just like on the Note 3, you can go in recording mode, put it on smooth motion, and record in 4K. So that is very nice to have, other than the regular other options in here that were in the S4. Smooth motion, though, was very nice. Had that on the Note 3. Yeah, so then all these other options up here. You know, you have selective focus, which I believe is new, where you can take a picture of an image and focus on the subject and blur out the background, or vice versa, blur out the subject and focus on the background. So it makes the picture kind of pop out a little bit more, which is very nice. That was not in the S4, I don't believe. You have the heart rate monitor here, which is, you know, they improving on the S Health and everything. The heart rate monitor is very nice to have. However, they did take out, at least I couldn't find it, and you know, in the S4 when I was showing you about the comfort zone, where it showed you your temperature and everything in your environment, because there was a barometer built into it, there was a thermometer built into it, but that seems to have taken out. But that's actually one hand, so bear with me. Go on the heart rate, and it says place your finger on the sensor to turn red, like that. Wow. All right, also, one of the things that I've noticed, I don't know if it's just my area or not, but I'm getting lightning quick speeds on this phone. Let me go here. Actually, of course, they have the pull down again, which looks a little different. You pull down one finger, you got, you know, these settings up here. Flick this up, pull it down with two fingers, and you get another set of options here. And there we go. So the layout is a little different, but it's still everything. They added a few things in here, like Quick Connect, but everything else is pretty much the same. So let me take the Wi-Fi off for a moment. Go into speed test here, on LTE. Let's do a test. Yeah, see, this thing is flying. This is way faster than my broadband internet in the house. So there's been, I think most I got was like 54 megabits per second down. Crazy quick. Crazy quick. So yeah, 48 megabits per second download, 19 megabits per second up. Very nice. Definitely wasn't seeing those speeds with Sprint. I'm just saying. But however, definitely they improved the speed and the processor and everything in here. So everything is nice. If you're coming from an S4 to this phone, it's not that much of an upgrade. However, if you're in the pool and the summertime is here now, if you're you have kids who could spill a drink on it, this is definitely a nice upgrade because, like I just showed you, you don't have to worry about any of that stuff anymore. The phone getting wet. When I have my iPhone, my Note 3, my S4, whenever I'm out or around water or drinks, I always make sure my phone is covered up every single time, even if it's raining. With this, you no longer have to do that anymore. So that is definitely a nice stress reliever not to have anymore. Of course, you got the multitasking still here. Let's see. So, like I said, you're not losing anything. You're gaining. It's just you're not gaining like a whole lot. Just a few things that they've upgraded on. But everything is still nice though. I don't know. I mean, I'll upgrade anyway, just because I gotta have the latest that's out. But that's just me. If you're on a contract or something like that, if you don't have the money to pay retail for it, it might not be that big of an upgrade for you. But I do like the camera enhancements. It's a little bit sharper. Of course, the megapixel count went up a little bit. So some things are a little bit, crisp, but it's really not that much different from the S4. The screen size isn't not that much bigger than the S4 unless you have it side by side. You can kind of see the difference, but not really. The OS, of course, looks exactly the same. It's a TouchWiz, it's not a whole lot going on other if you have the S4 already. It's running KitKat, which the S4 has, I believe now. Going here. See, the layout is a little bit different, but not by a lot. Android 4.4.2, and of course you got the little Easter eggs in here if you keep tapping on this. Flick that KitKat sign around, and then this game comes up. This thing comes up, like this is available in the KitKat software, of course. I don't even really know what it is. I just show people it, like, hey, can your phone do this? So you hold on it, feel it vibrate, and then you get some type of puzzle game that has all of the software that Android's had. You got Honeycomb, KitKat, Cupcake, Eclair, Ice Cream Sandwich. So you got all these things in here. I don't really know what the purpose of this is, but it's just kind of neat that it's in there and nobody really knows about it. Well, it's definitely not in the book, that's for sure. Google Now is fast, of course. So I'll pull it up here. What is 15 times 45 divided by 3 times 2, 7 plus 5 minus 100?
The answer is 6,075.
It just kind of cut me off, but I guess I figured they knew what I was going to say. So yeah, that's still quick. That's still neat. I always use that. As you can see, it updates my stuff in here automatically. But that's on pretty much, any Android phone. Oh yeah, My Magazine. One thing I hated about the Note 3 was the My Magazine. It always froze my phone. You had to flip it up here. Didn't like it. Here it is now. You swipe to the left, and they put it back in here. I never swiped this far over. And there's a way you can disable this if you don't like it, which I'll probably do. But the main feature of this phone, water resistant. So you definitely wouldn't do that to the Note or your Galaxy S3 or S4. best feature on the phone. It's okay. Then you have the infrared sensor again for controlling your TV and everything like that. Your cable box and the TV, the volume and everything like that, which is nice. Also too, when you put the phone in sleep mode, always go to the top, because I had my iPhone last. So you wake it up from the lock screen. You have your remote control stuff still up here, which is nice, and your camera, which is here. You can just swipe up now to unlock the camera. Then you have your fingerprint scanner right here. So like I said, there's a few things that you may like, you may not like about this. I don't really see it as a huge upgrade, honestly, if you have the S4. If you have the S3, I would upgrade, definitely. If you have the Note 3, not sure I would upgrade. Even though it's a newer phone, there are some things in here that the Note 3 doesn't have, obviously. Fingerprint scanner, waterproof, or water resistant. But I don't think I would upgrade to this. It's just not that much of a difference. So like I said, this is just a quick review right now. So nothing too in-depth really. Just to show you, maybe this could help you select, the phone that you want, or maybe you say, maybe I'll just hold off on it. The Note 4 will be out soon, which of course I'll have that. I'll do a review on that. Suppose they have a totally new design, and probably they may make the screen flexible or something like that, but we'll see what happens. But the iPhone 6 will be out before that, so I'll be doing a review on that. But until then, this is definitely a great phone. I love the phone. Like front-facing camera, of course, is on there. And the back camera, everything else is the same. You have the micro SD card slot in the back. So you're not losing anything. You're gaining a few things. However, it's not that much of a